What's happening, Frenzy Head Nation? It's the coach. And we're back with another episode of Sports Frenzy. That's right. Season 12, episode 4 will be coming to you in just a few minutes. But we didn't get to a recap show this week, so we need to step it back just a little bit in time and go over last week's sheets and our winners. All right, let's start off with our winners this week because I know you guys like to hear that. And then last week I messed up and put it at the end of the show. So, but it does keep you tuned into the show for those of you that are. Anyway, let me see what we got. Nicole and Todd, they compete against each other every week, and Nicole, man, has been dominating Todd right now with a big win again this week, 28 out of 23 points. Now, I did a brief shout out and interview, not really an interview, but I guess you could interagency email to the two. And I got a woohoo with excitement that she's just that good from Nicole. And I got Todd. Todd gives me a whole other side of the story. Says, he's got to let her feel good a little bit, let her get some victories in there, but he's going to come back with the 1-2-3 punch before too much longer. So there you go with you two. Well, let's see what happens this week. Hey, and Coach Ron, 2 weeks in a row for you, man. Mr. Randolph's off to a 2-week in a row start with his picks. 27 for him, 27 points this week. And our student winner in the Laura Haviland program was Logan with 21 points. Jumping back to my classroom, Mabstone, she got 27 points. She did pretty good this week. LL, you got 26 points. Not bad for my student run there. LH, you got 25 points. Miss K got 15 points. I really feel like you're going out of your way to make the wrong picks on purpose so you can have the lowest score. And, Olivia, I forgot to tally your points. And I also do not have my points tallied on here. So I'm in my, I'll get that to you. I can figure it out later. Since you're in my classroom, it's not that big of a deal. I can just tell you what you got. All right, so let's go over it's the last week's supposedly weekend wrap-up. I gave you guys all a heads up with the quick write-up version of this, but we're going to go ahead and officially throw it out there for all the results. So we had the Chelsea Bulldogs getting the victory over the Adrian Maples. 48-6 was your final in that game. The Addison Panthers getting the victory over the East Jackson Trojans. What did I not write down the score for that? All right. Oh, I'm sorry. There wasn't a game. It was a forfeit win. That's what it was. I had to think back a little bit. As all my teachers know in all our classes that are teachers right now, it's been a little insane this year already. I'm a bit insane already. So I'm losing my mind. So yes, Addison won by a forfeit, and in the points records with the way they're doing point system in Michigan now, they got 2 points for that forfeit win. Next up, the Hillsdale Hornets get a squeaker of a win over the Blissfield Royals. Wow, 38-35 was your final there. What's happening in Blissfield? How about 8-man action and the Britton Deerfield Patriots? And going into this week's game, 4-0. And they put a whooping on the Danbury Lakers, 54-16. I said it last week, and I'll say it again this week. I did not see this happening. I thought this would be a transition year, but they have proved me wrong. They are playing some extremely good football in Britton Deerfield. Oh, man, and in another tough game, and this is one I couldn't I was on both sides of the fence with this one, both sides of the football field. The Clinton Red Wolves, formerly known as the Redskins, got the victory over our Columbia Central Golden Eagles. Still showing the love, guys. 49-6. The Hudson Tigers. Oh, here's now this will make you guys. You want to talk about mess ups, and you want to talk about just not having a high amount of time right now to double and triple and check my sheets like I always do because we've been super busy. So Hudson did not play Onstead this past week. And Onstead did not play Hudson this past week. So here's what I did. Hudson actually played Ida, and they beat Ida 22-14. If any of you chose Hudson, you got a point for Hudson winning. Onstead, they played Dundee. And Dundee beat Onstead. So basically, if you didn't choose Onstead, you also got a point this week. I apologize. Like I said, and all of you know, we're all going through it right now. It's a very busy time. We're doing the best we can. And it's even affected Sports Frenzy a little bit. You know, we're trying. I'm trying. We're all trying. It's been very, very complicated. But we still got a show. That's all that matters. That's the important thing, right? And I'm not giving it up. No matter what happens, we will still have a show. Our other 8-man football team, the Lenawee Christian Cougars, and that was your first 3-point bonus game. They get the victory over the Colin Magi. I don't know how you pronounce it. 47-21. They're not a Lenawee County team, so we don't really care how they pronounce it. Summerfield stomps Madison into the ground. 36-8 was your final in that game. The Erie Mason Eagles absolutely annihilate the Morenci Bulldogs, shutting them out 53-0. It's not a good time to be a Morenci Bulldog fan. But the Manchester Flying Dutchman, 2 weeks in a row, I believe, for these guys. Nicole, 37-30 over the Quincy Orioles. And your victory there. The Tecumseh Indians fall to the Ypsilanti Grizzlies. 30-9 is your final in that high school action. And the Whiteford Bobcats come back strong to beat the Sand Creek Aggies. 58-30 is your final in that one. Aggies getting was that an upset? I don't know. Aggies fans would say it was an upset, yes. All right, moving into college football action. Local colleges, we had the Adrian Bulldogs getting it done against Finlandia Lions. 56-6 was your final there. Siena Heights getting it done against St. Francis. 13-8 was your final in that game. The Hillsdale Chargers getting it done against the Missouri S&T Miners. 38-37 in a squeaker of a victory. At the time, the number 6th ranked Penn State Nittany Lions getting it done against Villanova. 38-17 is your final there. Michigan pulling off a squeaker of a win against the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, 20-13. Go Blue was your final there. The 20th ranked at the time MSU East Lansing Burning Couches get a squeaker of a win over the Nebraska Cornhuskers in overtime. 23-20 was your final in that game. Could you smell Lansing a burning in an overtime win? Those couches were definitely flames Friday night or Saturday night. The number 1 ranked Alabama Crimson Tide making easy work of the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles, 63-14. Still your number 1 ranked team in the nation. A little MAC football action. We had the Eastern Michigan Eagles getting a win over the Texas State Bobcats, 59-21 was your final there. The Western Michigan Broncos getting it done against the San Jose State Spartans. 23-3 was your final there. The Toledo Rockets getting the win over Ball State Cardinals. 22-14 was your final in that game. Moving on to our NFL games. We had the Cleveland Browns taking it to the Chicago Bears, 26-6 was your final there. Detroit Lions game, not televised locally as far as I know this week. I don't know if it was because they were coming off a Monday night televised game or what the heck the deal was. But it doesn't really matter. And bottom line is they still lost. And there's still I can't say it because my buddy Professor Jeff Plum, good friend of mine, who him and I are eventually going to do a podcast together, says I can't say that saying anymore. Even though everybody else in the world's still saying it, Jeff. The Lions get beat on a record-breaking, yes, folks, only in Detroit can this happen, record-breaking field goal by the Baltimore Ravens, 66-yard field goal, I believe it was, making your final score 19-17. Controversy in this game was did time ran out, but they say the TV time that we see compared to the real time that was actually on, that was left, was different. Our coach wasn't buying that. Go figure. Anyway, only in Detroit, only to the Lions. 66-yard new record field goal by the Baltimore Ravens. In our second 3-point bonus game, I'm flabbergasted by this. I'm mind blown. I don't know what to say. But the LA Rams, yes, the Matthew Stafford-led LA Rams, beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Come on, man. 34-24. I am not happy about that. I didn't bet on it or anything. Still not happy about that. Our Sunday night football game saw the Green Bay Packers getting a squeaker of a win over the San Francisco 49ers. 30-28 was your final there. And if you're a NASCAR fan and you follow NASCAR and you won and you made NASCAR picks, your number 1 winner was Danny Hamlin in the number 11 Toyota. Chase Elliott in the number 9 Chevy came in second. And my guy, Kyle Busch, in the number 18 Toyota came in third to give me a point for NASCAR action. Those were your NASCAR winners this week. And that was your last week's weekend wrap-up. And we're on a roll, folks, so let's get into this week's show. Season 12, episode number 4. And oh my gosh, it's in the spooky month of October already. Halloween being in 31 days. Well, let's see how many high school games I can screw up this week, huh? All right. So, same old story. I get my games off Max Preps. Most of the time, I get my games off Max Preps. This week, Max Preps showed Adrian is not playing a game. Well, that turns out I almost didn't have you guys on the sheets this week because you almost didn't have a game as far as I thought. So I got a hold of my friends over at the new Adrian radio station, the Cave. They have a local base. They do. I think they're on in the morning, so you don't really get to hear them if you're a school teacher like us. From 7 to 9, I think, in the morning. They talk all things Lenawee County sports. But they do also call games, and they also have a Twitter feed. So I talk to them a lot through Twitter, and they also help me keep track of scores of our Friday night games and stuff for local games. So I reached out to them and asked them, hey, guys, I'm not seeing an Adrian game this week. Who's Adrian playing? Does Adrian have a game this week? Lo and behold, Adrian, you guys have a game this week. So you know what that means. I've got to hear from my kids over there in Adrian. You know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about your room, Paulson. That's you guys at the high school representing the Adrian Maples. Now, let's open it up with who you're playing this week because you guys are the home team. Playing the Pinckney Pirates. You be playing the Pinckney Pirates. And the Pirates be 3 wins and 2 losses on the season. All right, Adrian, struggling. You started out really good. We're into, what is this, week 5? Week 5 action. It's been tough on you guys the last couple weeks. It's been very hurtful for you guys. The Maples, going into this game, have 2 wins and 3 losses. Now, last week, I wasn't able to do Sports Frenzy because I was pulled to a different room. I was working and helping one of our other teachers in another room. But in my room, with Julie, she and the gang looked up Adrian's fight song on YouTube. Did you guys know that you're representing on YouTube? You could find your guys' fight song on YouTube. I haven't had a chance to look this up yet. I have no idea. You know what I could do, actually? I could do it. Let me see here. So anyway, Adrian, you guys should be doing in Paulson's room, Fire Up for your Adrian Maples. And I'm going to see if I can find the Adrian Maples fight song on here. Let's see if we can do that. Adrian Maples fight song. Well, there it is. All right. Get ready, guys. Here we go. Oh, right after this commercial. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's try this now. I don't know if I'm going to get blocked for this, for copyright infringement. I don't know. We'll find out if they try to block it out for us. If they don't. But get ready, Maple fans. Get ready, Paulson's room. Pulling it up for you guys. This appears to be the intro and fight song done by the Adrian Maples Marching Band. And if you're not a Maples fan, well, you got to bear with us here.
Presenting the 2014 Adrian Hudson Tigers Marching Band. Under the direction of Mr. Dan Pesterby. Assisted by Mrs. Sherry Powers. The main directing color guard are coached by Angie.
So this is from a while ago.
Our marching and percussion assistant is Scott Jarvis. Our drum line is tactician Zach.
Fire up, Maples. This is for you guys.
The band is under the field direction of drum major Connor Bennett. Band, take the field.
Does your fight song have words? All right. So it sounds like they're repeating themselves, and I don't know. There's no words to it. It's just the band playing it. But I hope that helped fired you guys up this week, Adrian. And to scream it nice and loud in Paulson's room so you guys can hear it in the hallway, so those players can hear you guys, because they love to hear you guys in the hallways. I'm sure they do. Let's hear it for your Adrian Maples. And you guys, you show love for my show, and you guys are always here for me. So you know what? Coach Cole's going to go ahead and give the win to the Maples this week. Go Maples! All right, next up, we move into my home school that I graduated from. Excuse me. We're talking about the Addison Panthers. Panther power, baby. The Panthers are 5-0 right now. And yes, you know what? I would get in serious trouble with the Panther fans, the Panther Nation, if I don't try to at least say, is there an Addison, excuse me, Panther fight song? And this may require a little sip of lemonade because I'm excited right now. Yes, we still got the Milo's lemonade. It seems to be a Tim favorite right now. All right. Let's see. Oh, okay. Let's see if I remember any of this. Well, that's funny because I guess maybe I should have actually read this. That is not the Addison Panthers fight song. Oops. It says Panthers fight song, but it's not the Addison Panthers fight song. Okay. Let me see. Oh, maybe this one says Addison on it. Addison and no, I don't think so. Nope. That's not it. I know there's an Addison. I don't. So I make a fool of myself with this, but it's something like it goes a little bit like, "Here's to old Addison because of all the others. She is the one. We pledge our allegiance to old Addison," or something like that. It's something like that. I don't remember it all. Really, as a high schooler myself, going to Addison, just being the hard rocker metalhead that I was, I didn't care about the fight song. Anyway, Panthers right now are running wild, 5-0. They are traveling to, they're on the road this week. They are traveling to and playing the Union City Chargers. The Chargers have 2 wins, 3 losses. Panthers are running out of Union City, being 6-0 this week. I'm calling it. Going with the Addison Panthers for the Panther Nation and those who, I guess being that I am originally an Addison Panther, but I have my allegiances to other schools as well, being Columbia Central Golden Eagles, who've made me an honorary member of the football team. I need to learn your guys' song. We'll look that up later too. So I went with the Panthers on that one. Next up. Yes, we got the good old barking dogs in the neighborhood. My dogs are outdoors right now. Excuse the barking noises you hear. We have the Blissfield Royals. The Royals coming off a loss last week. Not something they're hugely used to, but they are 3 wins and 3 losses. But they are traveling to and playing against the Clinton Red Wolves, formerly known as the Redskins. The Clinton team, they have 3 wins and 2 losses. Now, Clinton has a fight song. I don't know if they're getting a new fight song, though, because the old fight song goes along with their old retired mascot and theme. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they have a new fight song or not. I'm going to have to look into that. In fact, I'll come right out and I will maybe get a hold of somebody at the Clinton schools and see if they can tell me if they have a new fight song to go along with things or if they're using their old fight song and they just change things around a bit. I don't know. But I've got the Clinton, whatever you want to call them, the Red Wolves or the Redskins. If you guys, there are some diehards out there that will never let them change their name. And I noticed when I went to wherever I was at somewhere in Clinton, a lot of people still wear their gear. They haven't got new gear yet. So just saying, a lot of people won't change on that one. But I've got Clinton for the victory. 8-man football action this week. We have the Weberville Spartans. And I put our local games on here. Some of these games are going to be such easy picks for you guys because this is going to be, let's face it, this is going to be a shellacking this week. This is going to be an annihilation. This team, the poor Weberville Spartans, who have 1 win and 4 losses on the season, are coming to play in Britton Deerfield, who has pretty much annihilated everybody they've played with a very, very high score. They are undefeated with 5 wins and 0 losses. So that being said, there's no way this is going to be a quick game, and it's Britton Deerfield all the way. All right. Next up, they're struggling this season. Coach Ron and I still believe in this team. I still believe in you guys. I know he does too. Columbia Central Golden Eagles. They're 0 wins and 5 losses. I don't know if they've ever had a season like this before. It's been a while since I've got to talk to Coach Ron. But yeah, they are 0 and 5. As far as me covering them on the show, I don't think they've ever had this bad of a season. But I mean, he's been around coaching for a long time, so he would know more than me. And so you guys over there that have Coach Ron, he'll be able to tell you the story. And I'll find out from him eventually. The Columbia Central Golden Eagles, baby. 0 wins and 5 losses. They're on the road this week. They are traveling to and playing against the 3 wins and 1 loss Dundee Vikings in Dundee, folks. Come on, Columbia Central. Can we do it this week? Is this the week you get it done? Let's see. Can I find a Columbia Central Golden Eagles fight song on here? Central Golden Eagles fight song. Well, I don't know if this is your fight song or not, but this is the it says Columbia Central High School Marching Band right after this commercial. All right, skip ahead. Skip ahead. No, I don't think it is. It says they're just performing for the parents. All right. It was worth a shot. Oh, I found it. Wait. Columbia Central fight song. Color guard. Is this it?
Okay, you ready?
Let's see. Hold on. Is this our Columbia Central, though? Oh, come on. Give me more details than that.
Two, 1, 2, ready, move. Six, seven, eight. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2.
So it's a flag corps. It's not. They're not really singing the song with any kind of enthusiasm or anything, but it is Columbia Central. So, I mean, that gives me a little bit of an idea. So yeah. Hey, Coach Ron, maybe you could round up the boys and film a video of you guys singing the fight song. I mean, I know it's tough for you guys right now, but you know what? Bottom line is, I'm going with the Columbia Central Golden Eagles, baby, because I'll always be, thanks to you guys, an honorary member of your football team, and I appreciate you guys reaching out and making Coach Co a fan. Columbia Central Golden Eagles for the win. All right, next up, we have the Onstead Wildcats. Wildcats, got to tell you, You better bring your A game. You're going to get destroyed this week. I have no true. I mean, there's no more to say about that, really. Onstead Wildcats, you have 2 wins, 3 losses. Yes, I know you're one of our local teams. Yes, I know you support the show. But here's the thing. You're traveling to and playing against, and it is at home, one of the best teams in Lenawee County, if not the best team in Lenawee County. Talking about those Hudson Tigers. The Hudson Tigers have 5 wins and 0 losses. We're looking at you, Logan, and Logan's classroom over there in Hudson. And I always got to give a shout out to my Hudson sideline reporter, my brother from a very long time, forever and ever, Rich Hollowell, sideline reporter for Hudson. Keeps me up to date on all things Hudson football. Hudson, man, they are a tough team. And they like to eat the clock, and they like to play some fast smash mouth football in Hudson. I do believe somebody said we found the Hudson fight song. So it's Logan. Logan probably sings it to the guys, the crew over there at his school. Let's see if we can find the Hudson fight song to get you guys fired up this week. Oh, no, Hudson, Ohio. Hudson Tigers fight song. All right, you guys ready? Logan, you on top of your desk? You ready to get this thing started? Here we go. It's with the band. Oh, right after this commercial. Sorry about that. Here we go. Get past that commercial. Here we go. Come on, Logan's Room. Fire up. It's your theme song. It's your fight song. And you even got the fight at the end. All right. So there you go. Hudson fight song. Fire up for the Hudson game. Hudson at home. Let them hear you in the hallways. Let them hear you. Come on, Logan's Room. You guys can be louder than that. Logan's told me you can be a fairly loud room when you want to be. Come on, guys. Let me hear you. Let me hear you. I can't hear you. Shout it out for the Hudson Tigers, baby. I got them for the win this week. All right, next up we have the Ida Blue Streaks. The Blue Streaks have 3 wins, 2 losses. They are traveling to and playing against the Hillsdale Hornets. The Hornets have 2 wins and 2 losses. Whew. I don't know. Hillsdale's been struggling this year. I think I'm going to go with Ida for the victory. Just because the Hornets have not been the same. But they could fool me. We'll see. I know that's going to disappoint my Hillsdale fans over there at the Hillsdale ISD. Shout out to you guys who are, I think, doing Sports Frenzy this year. I don't know. Trisha, I haven't heard from her at all, so she hasn't told me whether they're doing stuff over there or not. I'm just going to say you guys are, but you're going to be booing me this week because I didn't go with Hillsdale. All right, next up, we have more 8-man football action. We have, this game always cracks me, and this name always cracks me up. Climax, Scots, Panthers. They have 3 wins and 1 loss. They are traveling to and playing the undefeated defending champions. Talking about the Lenawee Christian Cougars, baby. The Cougars are 5-0, undefeated. And I don't think the Panthers are going to be giving them any trouble this week. We have Lenawee Christian for the victory. All right, so I'm showing a couple teams some love this week. Two of our local teams both have terrible losing records. Neither one of these teams are very good this year, unfortunately. So we're going to show them some love this week with our first. It's a first a 3-point bonus game. It's your first a 3-point bonus game. Come on, everybody, now it's your first 3-point bonus game. Yes, it is. All right, we got the Madison Trojans. They have 1 win and 3 losses. They are traveling to and playing against the Morenci Bulldogs. The Bulldogs also have 1 win and 3 losses. And you know what this means, right? Somebody's going to come away a winner this week out of these two teams. These two teams with losing records. Who do you have as that winner? It's at home in Morenci. Ooh. Madison has a new coach this year. Can the Morenci boys get it done in Morenci? What do you guys say? Or will Madison pull off the win? I tell you, we had a classroom at Madison way back in the day, and we had an awesome principal over there at the time. It was a really cool dude. And I really liked, at the time, I liked Madison schools. But this is a home game for Morenci. I think Morenci's going to get it done this week. I'm going with the Morenci Bulldogs for the victory. I know I'm getting yelled at by the technically other Adrian school right here in Adrian. So I guess they probably don't like being called the other Adrian school, but maybe nobody from Madison is watching the show. All right, next up we have the Manchester Flying Dutchman. They are on a 2-week winning streak. They have 2 wins and 3 losses. Unfortunately, Nicole, things are not looking good this week for the Manchester Flying Dutchman as they are playing the Michigan Center Cardinals. The Cardinals are undefeated with 4 wins and 0 losses. So what are you going to do? Will you be picking your Manchester team, or will you be going with the Michigan Center Cardinals? Now, you know you're trying to beat Todd 3 weeks in a row, and I'm betting Todd's going to easily pick Michigan Center Cardinals because I'm going to easily pick the Michigan Center Cardinals. They are the 4-0 team. It could be an easy pick right there. Next up, we have the Summerfield Bulldogs. The Bulldogs have 4 wins and 1 loss. They are traveling to and playing against the team who got beat last week, who's showing some weakness. We're talking about the Sand Creek Aggies. The Aggies are 3 wins and 2 losses. 3 wins and 2 losses. Can the Aggies get it done this week against Summerfield? This is at home. I'm going to give the victory to the Sand Creek Aggies. And a shout out to Dan because Dan is their sideline guy. And he would definitely not let me live it down if I did not go with the Sand Creek Aggies for the victory. All right, our last high school football game of the week. We have the Jackson Vikings. They have 2 wins and 3 losses. They are traveling to and playing against the Tecumseh Indians. The Indians also have 2 wins and 3 losses. Is this the week that you guys get back on your winning ways in Tecumseh? I'm going to go ahead and go with yes. Giving the victory to the Tecumseh Indians. And if I forgot to mention it, those are all Friday night games kicking off at 7 p.m. All right, we are moving into Saturday football action. Actually, I have one Friday night college football action game for you. And I thought this game looked pretty good, so I put it on here. We have the 5th-ranked Iowa Hawkeyes, 4 wins and 0 losses. They are traveling to and playing against the Maryland Terrapins. They also have 4 wins and 0 losses. Almost was tempted to make this a 3-point bonus game this week because both teams are undefeated. And I don't have, where is it? Oh, first time I've done that this season. The actual logo or the actual time of the game. This is an 8:30 kickoff. There's our 8:30 logo for those who like to see the time logos. 8:30 on FS1. You can watch this game. Oh, I'm favoring the 5th-ranked Iowa Hawkeyes. But let's see what Siri has to say about the situation. Siri, who's favored to win between the Iowa Hawkeyes and the Maryland Terrapins?
The odds favor Iowa for Maryland by 3.5 points.
Only by 3.5 points, though. I mean, that's not a huge victory by any means, but I'm going with the 5th-ranked Iowa Hawkeyes, which was the plan even before I asked Siri. So remember, that's a Friday night game. All right, next up, we have the 8th-ranked Arkansas Razorbacks. The Razorbacks have 4 wins and 0 losses, and nobody said I made these games easy for you guys. We have the number 2-ranked Georgia Bulldogs, who also have 4 wins and 0 losses. This is the Saturday game at 12 p.m. Oops, let's get that up there for you guys. 12 p.m. Saturday, and you can watch this one on ESPN. You know, the Razorbacks have showed some fight this year. Oh, I've got to see the thing. I got to see what they say about this one. Siri, who's favored to win between the Arkansas Razorbacks and the Georgia Bulldogs?
Those in the know say that Georgia will defeat Arkansas by by 18.5 points.
18.5 points. I wouldn't have guessed that. I was favoring Georgia, but not that much. I thought Arkansas has proven themselves a little bit this year. I'm going to go with the Georgia Bulldogs. And a part of that is because, they're ranked so high. I know ranking doesn't always mean anything. But it does play a factor sometimes. All right, next up, we have the number 14th ranked, the world's greatest college. We're talking about those mighty Michigan Wolverines. Hail to the victors. Hail, hail to Michigan, the leaders and the best. Go Blue! Because it's great to be Michigan Wolverine. It's great to be a Michigan Wolverine. Hail to the victors. Hail, hail to Michigan, the leaders and the best. All right, some are saying this is going to be Michigan's big challenge this week. It is their first road game, and they are going up against a school who actually has beat them before. They have a terrible record right now. They have 1 win and 2 losses. We're talking about the Wisconsin Badgers. Kickoff for this game, 12 p.m., and it's going to be on Fox. I am not worried. I am not concerned about this game. Yes, Michigan kind of had a weak second half last week, but any true blue Michigan Wolverine fan never doubts their team, and I'm one of those guys that never doubt my team. Let's go blue. Let's go blue. Let's go blue. Hail to the victors. Hail, hail to Michigan, the leaders and the best. Go blue. Because it's great to be a Michigan Wolverine. It's great to be a Michigan Wolverine. Go blue. All right, next up, we have our second 3 points. 3 points. It's your second 3-point bonus game. Yes, it is. We got the number 7th ranked Cincinnati Bearcats with 3 wins and 0 losses. They are traveling to and playing against the number 9th ranked Notre Dame Fighting Irish. The Irish have 4 wins and 0 losses. This game kicks off at 3:30, and you can watch it on NBC, which is the Notre Dame network, basically. I've got to do it. I got to see what the odds are on this one. Siri, who's favored to win between the Cincinnati Bearcats and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish?
The odds favor Cincinnati over Notre Dame by 2 points.
You know, I didn't think 2 points, but Cincinnati has been pretty good this year. And I was thinking Fighting Irish have showed some weaknesses. I am going to go with the Cincinnati Bearcats, and I can't call it an upset special because apparently the odds are favoring Cincinnati. I'm going with the Bearcats for the win. All right, and again, there are some games that are on here that you just know, like, why you got that game on there? First of all, we have our fans of Alabama. Bama Buer, shout out to you, loyal fan base, strong supporter of my show. So Bama Buer knows that Alabama's pretty much going to destroy anybody they play. But we put them on here because, they like to see their team. They're playing the 12th ranked Ole Miss Rebels. The Rebels have 3 wins, 0 losses. And truthfully, they stand absolutely 0 chance of winning against the number 1 ranked Alabama Crimson Tide. And for Bama Pure, we give her a roll tide roll. They have 4 wins and 0 losses. Kickoff for this game is at 3:30 on CBS. And I'm going with the roll tide roll of Alabama. Like I said, I don't make these. I've been trying not to make these real easy on everyone. We have the 21st ranked Baylor Bears. The Bears are 4 wins and 0 losses. They are traveling to and playing against the 19th ranked Oklahoma State, who are undefeated, also 4 wins and 0 losses. This is a 7 p.m. kickoff on ESPN2. Siri, who's predicted to win between the Baylor Bears and the Oklahoma State?
I'm hearing that Oklahoma State are favored to defeat Baylor by 3.5 points.
Okay. Oklahoma State is at home. They are a little bit higher ranked. Yeah. I'm going to go with the 19th ranked Oklahoma. And I was thinking about calling this a Coach Cole one, but yeah, I don't think so. I don't think we'll throw it away on that game this week. Speaking of throwaway games this week, we have the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. The Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, 1 win, 2 losses. They are traveling to East Lansing to play the East Lansing Burning Couches. Burning Couches looking pretty good right now. 4 wins, 0 losses. Kickoff for this game is 7:30. And you can watch it on the BTN network. As a Michigan fan, it's hard to do this. It's hard to pick them. But this is one of those games I put on here for you MSU fans, because this is probably going to be a blowout for the East Lansing Burning Couches. Next up, we have some MAC action for you guys. We have the Eastern Michigan Eagles. 3 wins and 1 loss. They're on the road this week, traveling to and playing against the Northern Illinois Huskies. The Huskies have 2 wins and 2 losses. This game goes all the way back and kicks off at 2:30 on ESPN Plus. And this is an easy pick for me. I've got Eastern Michigan for the victory. Go Eagles. More MAC action for you guys. We have the Western Michigan Broncos. They have 3 wins and 1 loss. They are traveling to and playing against the Buffalo Bulls, who have 2 wins and 2 losses. Kickoff for this game. I don't have the logo for that one. Why? Where? Yes, I do. I used it already. 12 o'clock kickoff for this game. I've got the Western Michigan Broncos for the victory. All right, our local colleges. We have the Adrian Bulldogs. 2 wins, 2 losses. And they are traveling to and playing against the Trine Thunder. Kickoff for this game is there it is. 1 p.m. And you might be able to find this game on their YouTube channel. I'm going with Adrian Bulldogs for the victory. Next up, we have the St. Francis Cougars. The Cougars have 1 win and 2 losses. They are traveling to and playing against your Siena Heights Saints. The Saints have 1 win and 2 losses. Kickoff for this game is 12 p.m. This one is not a televised game. But I'm going with the Siena Heights Saints for the victory. All right. We've got NFL football action this week, week number 4. We have the severely letting us down Detroit Lions. The Lions have 0 wins and 3 losses. Is this the week they get it done, folks? They are traveling to and playing against the struggling Chicago Bears. The Bears have 1 win and 2 losses. I just got to, for the fun of it, see what Siri has to say about this. Siri, who's going to win between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears?
The odds favor the Bears over the Lions by 2.5 points.
2.5 points over our Detroit Lions. And the freakish things that have been happening to Lions in Lions territory, I tend to agree. I'm going Chicago Bears for the win. I think the Lions are kind of a beat up, beat down team right now. Sorry, Lions. Oh, it's a 1 p.m. kickoff. This game should be televised this week on Fox at 1 p.m. All right, next up to, kind of we have the Arizona Cardinals. They have 3 wins and 0 losses. They are traveling to and playing against the undefeated Matthew Stafford-led LA Rams, who are also 3 wins and 0 losses. They are playing at home. 4 p.m. game. I've got to do it just because I just want to see what they're saying. Siri, who's favored to win between the Arizona Cardinals and the LA Rams?
The odds favor the Rams over the Cardinals by 4.5 points.
They beat the defending Super Bowl champs last week. There are still people out there who believe in Matthew Stafford. Is this the year for Matthew Stafford? I don't think so. Well, I'm not going to go that far. Well, he's showing some love against the Cardinals this week. Why not? Going with the LA Rams for the victory. This is a 4:00 kickoff, and I believe it's going to be on our Fox. So, to rub it in even more to the Detroit fans, it'll be on our Fox network for Detroit fans to see. Of course, there is a following that's still, kind of like Stafford. So maybe. I don't know. All right, guys, we've got hockey action starting back up. This is college hockey, but we also have NHL hockey in preseason form right now. I did not put any preseason games on here this week. Instead, I chose to go with some college hockey action. We have the Bowling Green Falcons. This is their first game of the season, 0 wins, 0 losses. They are traveling against and playing against the number 2 ranked baby, the mighty Michigan Wolverines. The Wolverines had the number 1 draft pick in the NHL draft this year, and a couple other guys that were going very high in the NHL draft this year, and they decided to not go and come back to fulfill a season at Michigan. That's how loyalty is in Michigan. Go Blue! I've got Michigan Wolverines for the victory in hockey action. The puck drops for this game. Oh, here it is. 7 p.m. on Saturday. Unfortunately, it's not a televised game. Our last game this week, we have the Western Michigan Broncos. 0 wins, 0 losses. They are traveling to and playing against that team down below that nobody gives a crap about. Neither one of these teams have played any games yet, so it's a fresh start. Puck drops for this game at 3:30, and it's not a televised game. I wouldn't even have them on here if I wasn't going with this team right here. Western Michigan Broncos for the victory. All right, I forgot to ask where the NASCAR race is this week. Let's find this out because we're actually over our time pretty decent this week already. So I usually try to keep the show at an hour or so, but right now we're at 1 hour and 8 minutes. So let's see. Hey, Siri, where's the NASCAR race this weekend?
The 2021 Yellowwood 500 will be held at Talladega Superspeedway in Talladega, Alabama on Sunday, October 3rd.
Yellowwood 500. Talladega, Alabama. All right. And it's a 188 lap race. And it is on NBC Sports. I've got Kyle Busch, as I always do. All right, guys. I realize most of our classrooms have half a day today, and so I'm not going to go into any sports details this week because we're already over by about 10 minutes on the show. I will say ways to watch the show if you want to. You can go to @SportsFrenzy1 for @SportsFrenzy1 for it's Coach Cole Sports Frenzy 1 for the YouTube page is what I'm trying to say. Or you can join our Facebook page, the Sports Frenzy's Facebook page. Also follow me on where I talk all things, not just sports. It's @SportsFrenzy1 on our YouTube feed. All right, guys. I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. It's supposed to be a really nice weekend. Get out there and enjoy some time with your family, friends, loved ones, and get some sports in. I'm the coach. Be blessed, and we will talk to you guys sometime next week, whether it be for the weekend wrap-up edition or if it's next week's show. Take care, everybody. We'll talk to you again real soon. And go blue.